Not being able to have earbuds is weird. So I just got a job at a warehouse and it's my first warehouse job ever. All I do at it is just check and pack plastic bottles for 8 hours a day and 5 days a week. The job is extremely loud and they give you earplugs, but they suck major ass and are very uncomfortable. So I asked around if earbuds are allowed and there are some that say yes and some that say no. So I decide to just wear one earbud in and they are wireless, so no biggie, right? Well, I've been the talk around town 'cause I wear an earbud, and I've had one supervisor say something to me when I had my wired ones in on the first day. So I am sure there will be more said about them, and it's so fucking dumb. They help me concentrate and focus and not hate the job as much, so I just don't understand why these morons are so against them. People are idiots. OSHA, look it up. Every rule there is because someone was mangled before the rule existed. It's a safety thing. Pretty common in warehouse and industrial environments. You need to be able to hear what's happening around you. IIRC, if sound levels exceed 85 decibels averaged over 8 hours. Then your employer is required to provide PPE ear protection in this case. OP will be the first one to file a lawsuit when a forklift runs his ass over. Right, but if a safety inspector comes in and sees you not with proper ear protection, your employer will be fined. Please don't listen to people telling you to purchase earbuds that look like earplugs. This is a safety issue. You can still hear enough through earplugs to behave safely, like approaching people, vehicles. OP. It sounds like you have a lot of growing up to do. If your employer requires you to wear hearing protection, it's because the area you're working in will make you go deaf through repeat exposure. So, if you want to continue to be able to hear the music through your earbuds, I suggest you suck it up and wear the proper PPE. Earbuds do not have the protection rating to protect your hearing. If you can't accept this, find a new job. If it is loud, you should be wearing earplugs, not something else in your ear that is cranked up louder than the background noise. That is a highway to hearing loss. Also, safety. On one of my previous jobs, there was a forklift driver that had both earbuds on and ran over another forklift because he didn't hear the honking. They banned headphones shortly after. Everyone hated him afterwards. People lack common sense, lol. Get some bone conduction headphones. Make sure they are actually bone conduction and not headphones with a small speaker aimed at your ear. This way you can still use the earplugs. In fact, get some decent earplugs or earplug headphones so you do not damage your ears. Trust me, you do not want tinnitus or to go deaf. I had to wear industrial earplugs, but got a pair of bone conduction headphones shocks and I love them. Changed my life, since I absolutely had to use the earplugs due to the noise levels, but can hear the BCs clearly. Brother, you've taken many L's in this comment section already. Just wear better earplugs. It's a safety reason that you can't wear headphones, earbuds. OSHA is not against you. They're the reason jobs today are safer than before. I work in a lab and we are allowed to have one earbud in. It is indeed a safety thing. Gotta be able to hear the hazard alarms if they happen to go off. But to not be able to wear one at all is annoying. I can't imagine having to go 8 hours without it. I am 28, have been working since I was 15. Never have I had a job that it was okay to put in earbuds. Wow, you are a dummy for not listening to everyone telling you to wear the required ear protection. Hearing loss sucks. I'm a safety girl here. Please consider saving your life and your ears. Weigh the options. How loud is it where you work? How busy is this warehouse? If you are at a station and you need to walk somewhere, will you remember to take them off or pause while walking? If you can't be diligent, best not to wear them. Earbuds, even AirPod Pros with active noise cancelling, transparency, etc., are not considered safety tools. If the earplugs provided aren't to your personal standards, too big or too small, doesn't dampen enough noise, etc., then buy some earplugs off Amazon or another retailer that are rated for high decibel environments. You can even buy earplugs made for concert venues. If you're going to keep that job, you have to follow OSHA regulations. Get yourself some hearing protection earbud. I go with something like IsoTune Pro. They are OSHA and earbud, so win-win. Username checks out. My job allows one earbud, but only because we're isolated in our little units with just our personal machine. We can't have them in if we have to leave. Our station could get hit by a forklift. ECT. There's also an unspoken rule that if the big boss shows up and you can't hear him enough to return his greeting, your earbud is too damn loud and you're likely to get the privilege taken away. We don't have problems with volume. Luckily, there's only one machine that makes much noise and it's a smaller business, so the warehouse is pretty quiet. I listen to audiobooks at a relatively low volume. It's definitely a safety thing. Get earplugs that look like earbuds. Boom. You can buy OSHA-approved Bluetooth earbuds. They will set you back about $50, but they look like any other set of hearing protection. Personally, I prefer over-the-ear hearing protection. If you need hearing protection and audio, I recommend 3M's WorkTunes. Got mine for $50. Comfortable, durable, and effective. There are certainly in-ear options with noise cancelling, and they can be effective. But if you can't wear earbuds, consider an over-the-ear alternative. Preferably ones that look less audiophile and more utilitarian. Always had a rule of no earbuds, forklift traffic, accidents causing falling objects, etc. But we can use Bluetooth speakers and play our music out loud. Maybe check if that's a possibility. If the environment is as loud as you say, you'll be able to hear your music, but if anyone is more than like 20 feet away, they won't. Would they let you wear loop earplugs? I don't know if those work for the volume level at your job, but they have different levels and they feel like an earbud. Some of them don't block out everything, so it's not like complete silence, just quieter, which I like. Lol. You think it's safe to be listening to music where lift trucks are zooming around? Future Darwin Award winner. Most warehouses will have a no earbud rule due to OSHA. I worked as a subcontractor in a warehouse for a little while and the rule was only music on speakers. Because I was a subcontractor in the area I was working in, I convinced them to let me wear a single headphone and I'd remove it when I would have to go to forklift areas. The boss was only okay with it after I'd shown super strict adherence to safety standards for a week. And I was only there for 2 weeks. Loops are earplugs where you can hear what's going on but also customizable tips. Might want to look at musicians' earplugs. Check out bone conduction headphones. I just got a pair, and they work very well. I got the $80 pair from Best Buy Shocks. They don't block your ears, so you can still hear what's going on around you. I use them occasionally at my job where I have similar issues. Speaking from personal experience, it's a safety thing. I did it when I worked in a warehouse and got knocked over by a forklift cause I couldn't hear it beeping over the music. Broke 2 fingers and got a gnarly concussion. It could have been a lot worse. I could have died. Don't be stupid like me. Music isn't worth it. Go on AliExpress. You can order a pair of earbuds that look exactly like safety earplugs with a lanyard between them. When you're a grown-up, Sometimes you have to do things you don't like or even things that make you feel bad.